Okay, hi again everyone. So this is now a number 2 video, and this is going to go through the basics of using your MiHealth, both on body and off body. But first of all, what I want you to do is to turn the MiHealth on. This is assuming you've got your battery in, and we're going to press this silver button here. Just hold it for a couple of seconds and then release it. And what will happen, your MiHealth will come to life. There you go. Okay, and the first screen that we get is the major screen. Now on your MiHealth, we've got various buttons. You've got 3 buttons here. You've got the big silver button and the 2 arc buttons, and then you've also on the other side you've got some silver buttons here, and we're going to be showing you how to use these today. So first of all, on your MiHealth you've got 7 what I would class as filing cabinets. So within these filing cabinets you've got the different applications. So you've got your physical filing cabinet, your energy, your mind, protection, transformation, well-being, and the ERs. Okay, so let's have a look first of all at the physical box. So within the physical box you've got physical rejuvenation all the way down to myofascial. Within the training, you've got a printout that you can download and actually and print it out as a PDF file. We'll actually go through what all these applications are, and also how and where to use them. So mostly the physical functions we tend to use more on body. So what I want you to do first of all is to choose a function. I'm going to choose physical rejuvenation. So once you can either so the way we would actually do this, so you can either use these buttons here to go up and down. Okay, you can go use the touch screen. Okay, so choose which one you want. I've gone physical rejuve. Press the big silver button. Now, as you see on my MiHealth, I tend to work more off body than on body. So rather than going back to the main menu, if I want to change this to on body, I just touch the little antennae and we get a change of screen. Okay, but first of all I'm going to use the MiHealth off body. So it's set like that. All you want to do to make sure that to turn that on is to press the big silver button here. Press that once, and you'll notice we've now got that pulsing, and it's changed the colour to yellow. And what it's doing, it's counting up how long the MiHealth's on for. And what I'm going to do is to take my MiHealth, and I am going to work just over my arm. Okay, I sit at the computer an awful lot at the moment, so I'm just going to do some nice physical rejuve around my shoulders and my neck. And what you'll notice when you're using this is that it almost feels like like somebody blowing a cool breeze on you, like. Okay, and if you just gently you feel that. The great thing about the MiHealth and using it off body as well, it means we turn the electrodes off, so it's now working magnetically. So it's working up to about 60 centimeters away, but you can actually touch, if you wanted to, you could touch the skin. So if you're working on someone and you just feel as though you prefer to sort of have more contact with them, then you could be touching them through the clothing as well. Okay. Another thing that you can do with this is actually to work on the palms of the hands. That's quite a nice treatment, just a bit of rejuvenation going on here. Okay, so probably depending on what your function you're choosing, probably keep this to about sort of between 2 and 5 minutes. Okay, but you don't have to choose one function. You can choose multitude of different functions. So to turn that off, okay, we just press you'll notice my screen's gone a little bit dimmer now. We'll press the big silver button twice. Okay, and then that turns that off. Okay, if to come out of there, we press the arc button. Okay, and that'll take us back to the physical menu. If I now want to go on body with that, okay, so I'll choose another. Actually, let me choose another function. I'm going to choose muscle. Okay, and I'm going to press the big silver button there. Okay, I'm going to change mine now to, I'm doing an on-body treatment, so I'm going to press the antenna, and that will bring up the on-body. So you can see we've got the 2 lines here, and numbers going across between 1 and 5. So this would depict on how many pulses per minute. Okay, so most times you're probably going to want to keep it between 1 and 3. So I'm just going to put it on one, and what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to work on my arm. I'm just going to roll my sleeve up for a moment. So if I press the silver button, I've got it on set on number 1. You'll notice it comes up, automatically defaults to 2%. And so what you want to do is to place that on your skin, and on the side here we've got these buttons. So you can either increase the percentage with the silver buttons on the side here, or on the front or on the side. And all you're going to do, I tend to put it on my arm like that, and then the top one will increase it. And what you want to do, you want to do that slowly until you start to feel like almost like a tingling sensation. Okay, and you might actually hear some MiHealth actually doing some work. Now I've actually just taken my watch off, and as I'm going down, all of a sudden, when I get to where my watch was, it's actually starting to stick. It's making a bit more of a noise there. So what I can do, I can actually just, which indicate there's an energy blockage there. So what I can do is just to hold that on there for a few seconds, move that around, do some brushing techniques to clear that. Okay, but it should, when you're working on body, it should feel nice. It shouldn't feel, if you take it too high, what will happen, it will feel like someone's sending like little electric currents through you. Okay, so you want to keep it really just comfortable for the client. Also, when you're using this, these buttons are very sensitive. So when you're using this, one of the things that I do, I hold MiHealth like that. So I want to make sure that my thumb is far away from these buttons, because what can happen if you're holding it like that and you've kind of got your thumb on there, you might forget, and all of a sudden you're working on a client and it's suddenly they're like, ah! And you've almost given them an electric shock. Okay, so just be aware when you're using the MiHealth, it needs to be comfortable. Just keep your thumb away from those buttons, and also these ones at the front here. So I tend to find like using the MiHealth like that, that I'm actually making sure and constantly monitoring your client to make sure that it feels comfortable for them. You might sometimes need to take it up a little bit more, you might need to take it down a little bit more. Okay, so you finish the treat, press the big silver button twice, and that will finish that. Okay, if you want to take it up to number 5 yourself and then feel the difference, what you'll need to do is to decrease the power here. You might not need to go as high with that, and you tend to, when you're working on sort of bigger muscle groups, I mean, I've literally just gone to 12% there, where I had it on 34 before, and that feels, you'll notice it feels a lot different. So if you're working on big muscle groups, perhaps around the glutes or around the back, or even on the soles of the feet, where the skin's a lot thicker, you may need to increase it to a higher number. The best way really is to experiment on yourself, and to make sure you feel confident with using that. So again, press the big silver button and that will turn that off. Okay, so again, using this on body, you know, you can use it a variety of different functions. You don't just have to keep it to one function. And treatment time again would be sort of, you know, between 3 and 5 minutes on per function. Okay, when you come, yeah, between 3 and 5 minutes per function. So practice using that, and then on the next lesson we'll go a little bit more information on setting the time and looking at some of the other functions on the MiHealth.